Okay, it's Tech this morning and making his debut this year. Happy New Year. We have Dave in the house. You're welcome, Dave.
It's nice to be here.
It's great to have you.
Nice
right, we're talking about online businesses in Nigeria and critical success factors, considering that a number of e-commerce websites are shutting down in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
So online business, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So first of all, we know that depends on the wherever you are. Each particular area has its own different challenges.
Yeah.
Running an online business in Nigeria is quite a major challenge.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about it. What is unique to Nigeria's business space or tech space when it comes to online businesses?
In the last few weeks, we've had quite a number of e-commerce sites shutting down. The first 20 days of this year, we had about 3 of them shutting down. And I'm talking about big guys, not just some websites. So we're in a very trying time in Nigeria, and this is not, it's peculiar to us. And so what could be the reason?
Yeah, well, why so?
Quite a number of factors will be responsible for that. The first that will come to mind is, of course, infrastructure. You need good infrastructure to support the e-commerce space. And we don't really have that right now.
Tech infrastructure or physical infrastructure?
Physical infrastructure, especially around logistics. They're too expensive. And so running an e-commerce with that could be very difficult. And so you see a whole lot of people just have to go, not being able to cope. The second thing is, of course, the purchasing power of the public. When last did you buy something online, really? I mean...
don't ask about me. You know, I would... when last did I get something? Have I got something this year? No.
No.
No, but I know at the end of last year, I was actually planning to get something last week. Yeah, but it was as a result of something that was returned from the last time I got something. But I know people that have gotten...
Yeah, but then the purchasing power is dropping.
I think, you know what, when it comes to a lot of people, the online businesses or the tech part, is that people don't tend to trust these businesses.
So trust issue.
So they would rather buy physically.
Trust issue is a major problem when it comes to e-commerce. I wonder why that is. A lot of people say it's because I order for one thing, I get something else. But you see, you can't say that categorically, because we also have, you know, the ignorance of the buying public. So you want to buy maybe a shoe online. You need to be specific about the size. You need to be specific about the color. You need to be specific about a whole lot of things. There's so many things that are attached to just buying a shoe. It's not just...
There's what I ordered versus what I got. There are times when you order something and then you get something different.
Yeah.
That's also a major challenge. That's coming from the people who run these e-commerce sites.
It's common thing, but then I'm saying it's not entirely the fault of the sellers in some cases.
Okay.
All right. But I agree with you. There are some cases that are just
extreme.
I mean, how do you explain it?
Out of it.
You know, you ask for something and they bring something else. We know. I've seen that thread also on Twitter, what I ordered and what I got. You
exactly.
know? So, but then we also need the buyer's education, kind of, so that people will know how to order correctly and how to order from a particular seller. It's not all the sellers that you have that are really selling, you know, what they should be selling.
What they should be selling.
So you need to watch out for some sellers and know how to avoid them. For instance, you need to know what's the review of this seller.
Of this
you
product.
know, how many products have this person sold? You know, and then what's the review? What's the comment that people are making about this particular product, this particular seller? So you see somebody selling shoes, and it's been patronized by one person, and even the person is giving a 3-star. And then you go and order maybe 2, 3, 4 from that person.
Now, so this is protection for the consumer.
Absolutely.
For the e-commerce sites and all that, is there anything, what preventive measures can they take to ensure that business online stays or booms? Is there anything that they can do now?
Well, I'll suggest you go into a niche market where you are not just selling everything. And that is why you see all the young ladies and young guys who are specific about a particular product. They're focused on a product. You see these young people, you know, breaking even. And so if you don't have that much cash, even if you have the cash or you have all the investment in the world, you have an angel investor somewhere, you know, bankrolling you, I'll still advise for you to be successful in this environment, you go into a niche market. So you just want to sell this your lovely leather jacket, for instance, and that's all I'm selling. So anybody that wants to buy a lovely jacket knows where to go.
Well, everybody's talking about diversification and saying that, look, I need to create multiple streams or multiple avenues to make money. So it's something that doesn't appeal to us so much. Just that niche marketing in that regard.
Well, that's probably why a lot of e-commerce platforms are failing. All right. Wow. But if you need to succeed in this environment, you need to take care of just a particular field. That is one. And then you need to also build trust over a long period of time. Make sure that when your customer is not satisfied, you do everything possible to satisfy that customer. It's very key. E-commerce is built on trust. Once that is lost, everything is gone.
Thank you very much, Dave. It was great having you on this discussion.
Nice to be back.
And yeah, I hope people were able to learn something there. And that's all we can take on tech this morning.